Donna Simpson is a woman that we did a story about a couple months ago, and she is a 600-pound woman who would actually profit significantly from allowing other people to watch her eat online. So it was like, it's called feeder porn, right? Where you're literally shoving food down your throat and people are turned on by it.
It's interesting. This is the one fetish that has like the best name and the worst name. Feeder porn sounds terrible to me. It sounds like, I don't know, like something bad is about to happen. Like you're gonna get fed into a wood chipping device or something, right? And it sounds bad, right? Mm-hmm. It's a turnoff. On the other hand, the other name for this is guys who are interested in these kind of women are chubby chasers, which is like the best name for a fetish. Not in terms of a turn on, but in terms of like awesome, amusing name.
Yeah, absolutely. But these guys went above and beyond chubby chasers because they didn't want to see her chubby. They wanted to see her not only morbidly obese, but at least 1,000 pounds. Like, remember, no, but
That's chasing a lot of chubby.
I'm being 100% serious. The reason why she made headlines is because she had a goal of reaching 1,000 pounds. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, people would send her their credit cards in the mail and say, okay, I want you to buy Chinese food, I want you to buy pizza, I want you to buy all this stuff, and then I want you to eat it in front of the camera. And these are guys who are like rich accountants, bankers, people who have families, a skinny wife and 2 kids. Like, it's amazing to me. This kind of stuff is so fascinating.
You know what I love is that whenever somebody's telling a story and like they want to get across the fact that normal people are doing it, they always use like bankers and accountants. Yeah, like, are you kidding me? Bankers are like the biggest freaks in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, like that's the worst example you can come up with a normal guy. But anyway, I love humanity.
I do too.
I love it because men are crazy. And they will, like, for their fetish, first of all, they will spend any amount of money. They will bankrupt themselves. They're sending you their credit card in the mail. You can do any damn thing you like just because he wants to see you eat a cheeseburger in front of a video camera, right? And then the fetish is amazing. Like, he's sitting there at home going, oh yeah, that chocolate shake, gulp it down. Oh, feeder porn. It blows my mind. How do you get off on that?
Okay, so 2 points to that, okay? First, the reason why Donna Simpson is in the news today is because she finally got her head clear and she decided this is really unhealthy. I have 2 kids. I'm gonna go ahead and delete my website and now dedicate a different website to losing weight. So she's already lost 85 pounds. I'm really proud of her. That's why I wanted to bring this story up. Now, to refer back to what you were saying about how guys have crazy fetishes and people in general have crazy fetishes, Steve told me this unforgettable story about a woman in Los Angeles that he had to prosecute because she starred in pornography where basically she would wear pumps, right? She would put a mouse on a table. Do you know the story? On a glass table, and someone would film from beneath and basically just film her torturing this mouse with her pumps, right? With her leg. And then in the end, she would just smash the mouse. And this would turn the guys on. This is actual porn for some guys. It's amazing to me.
There was a woman who was having sex with her dog, and that was the less interesting of the 2 cases that Steve prosecuted when it came to those fetishes. You're right. The mouse thing was amazing. There's guys who are turned on by the very specific thing of a woman pressing a gas pedal with shoes or no shoes. Some guys are like, well, if you press it with shoes on, it's useless. It's got to be no shoes. And other guys are like, well, if it's no shoes, it's useless. Obviously, you need pumps to pump up the pedal. And so there's every fetish in the world. How that stuff gets in our head, I have no idea, right? But how do you wake up one day and you're like, God, if I could just see a woman crushing a mouse underneath a glass, that would be awesome. Or if I saw her eating a watermelon and then a cheeseburger and then she took potato chips and rubbed it all over her face. Oh, that would be great.
By the way, that's the funnest kind of porn to partake in. Uh-huh. Like, I might do that.
Wait, which one?
The feeder porn.
Oh, the feeder porn? Oh, because
if I'm fully dressed and I'm eating a slice of pizza, totally.
Don't get them started, man. They'll start up totally a website, annafeeder.com, and they're gonna start sending you credit cards. But Anna doesn't she won't do the chubby thing, although it could get out of hand. But she'd be like, oh, you're sending me chocolate? Sure, yeah.
I can wear a fat suit.
Stop it. Don't do that. It's a terrible. By the way, if there's someone who's going to do a chubby eating site on this show, don't even think about it.